Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Jack the Mind Sculptor here with GatheringMagic.com. I'm sitting here with Darwin Kastle. Darwin, how you doing?
Good.
Alright, so Darwin Kastle is a GatheringMagic.com writer also. And how are you doing this Pro Tour?
At the moment, I'm 8-5. I started off 6-2, went strong into day 2, but day 2 has been a bit of a struggle.
Okay, so the struggles, have they been for more draft or constructed?
Well, today it's been draft. Yesterday I 3-0'd my pod. I drafted a somewhat similar deck today, but I went 1-2, partly because in the first round I played a fellow who played Pack Rat on turn 2, like all 3 games. So that was one of my losses, and the other loss, I had mana problems. I probably should have mulliganed more aggressively. So, you know, I struggled a little bit with draft, but I felt like my draft plan was good, and for the most part, other than some bad mulligan decisions, I felt I played well. So, you know, I've gone 4-2 in draft and 4-3 in constructed, so I'm doing reasonably well in both formats, but not spectacular, obviously.
Yep. All right, and what is your constructed deck? What are you playing?
So I'm playing what I call Jund Menace. It's mostly a Golgari deck, black-green, but it's splashing red for Exava, Blood Witch, and for Domini Radi.
Okay. All right, and what would you say are your best and worst matchups with your deck?
Well, I thought my best matchup was Bant Control, although today I lost to a Bant Control deck. But in general, the Bant Control decks use Plasm Capture, which is a little bit too slow against me, because I start with Experiment 1 at 1, I've got things like Lotleth Troll and Gyro Sage at 2, and then I've got things like Drag Mangler at 3, so I'm able to put a lot of pressure on before they can even get to 4 mana. And then they can't sit back with that 4 mana open, and then if they tap mana, then I can do more things, and they can't punish me as much with Supreme Verdict because I can regenerate with things like the Lotleth Troll, the Experiment 1, I've got the Scar Straight, yeah. So I generally feel that I feel that Bant Control is probably my best matchup. As far as my worst matchup goes, I've been beating blue-white red control, but it's a little scary, especially if they sideboard in. I think his name is Woodcrawler, the pro green.
Woodlock Crawler.
Woodlock Crawler. Yeah, the pro green.
2/1 Force Walk in pro green for 1 blue and 1 black.
Yeah, that's annoying for my deck because every creature in my deck's green, and plus the Force Walk is convenient if I have, even if I had a Exava out that was leashed. He can Force Walk over and kill a Planeswalker or something, so that card's annoying. But basically, the strategy I've now developed to beat the blue-white-black decks is I just take my Planeswalkers out, sideboard in all my creatures and my Rakdos returns, and I just say, well, I'm just going to kill them before they can get their deck going, and it seems like keep working out just by the skin of my teeth.
Yeah, and so I've seen Blood Baron a lot today. Like, what's your plan against Blood Baron? Because I mean, Brawls is black.
Right. So these black, white, blue decks have had the pro green guy, the pro black guy, and this is definitely an issue. At least with the pro black guy, I can potentially block with a Dead Bridge Goliath or a really big Experiment 1. So I could block, but it's more about trying to kill them before that guy becomes a factor, which, you know, so far has actually worked just well enough. Like I'll lose like a game to the Blood Baron, but then I'll have won the other 2 games or something. You know?
Yeah, so like speed and aggression.
Yeah, that's basically, which it works surprisingly well in this format because so many people are trying to build control decks to out-control the other control decks, and they're not
value.
And I've sort of got like this mid-range aggro, which in this format feels like turbo aggro.
Yeah. All right, as always, I like to end with a fun question. So, what is your food or drink of choice when on the Pro Tour?
Well, for the Pro Tour in general, I don't know if there's a specific one, but this Pro Tour has definitely been the Pro Tour of burgers for me. Okay. I ate at Fuddruckers at the airport on the way here, and then I went to Karl Strauss Brewery and had a burger when I got here. Then I had burgers for lunch today, and like they've just been so good that I haven't stopped.
All right, Darwin Kastle, powered by the good old American burger.
Exactly.
All right, Darwin Kastle, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's been a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Yep, and this is Jack the Mind Sculptor with Darwin Kastle for GatheringMagic.com, signing out.